What's up, guys, and welcome back to another new awesome domain icons video. And in this video, we're going to be talking to you guys about VPS hosting, okay? Otherwise known as a VPS server. All right, and as you can see, right now I'm at domainsicons.com. All right, so domainsicons.com. All right, as you can see up here. All right, so as I get to this website, as you can see, basically what domain icon is, it's a domain name registration and web hosting company. All right, and this is the best company that I ever use online. Basically, the very best, and I've been with them for over approximately 15, going 16 years now, because I try everything online, and this company is the best. All right, as you can see right here, you can search and register domain name. If you want domain name registration, you just search the name that you want to register, click search, and it will pop up the name, tell you if it's available or not. You know what I mean? But this is not the purpose for this video today. Today we're going to be talking to you guys about um, the VPS hosting. As you can see, domain icons, they basically have everything. Domain name registration, they got like website builders, WordPress right there, hosting again. They got the cPanel, WordPress hosting, you got the web hosting plus, and then you got the VPS, which we're going to talk about today. All right, and they also have the securities, and they basically have everything on this website that you can use to build a successful business online. Okay, and as you can see, they also have the Microsoft 365. Excuse me, hopefully. All right, so let's go back because today we're gonna be talking about the VPS. All right, because I know a lot of you guys asking regarding the VPS server. So I make this video for you guys, for all you guys that looking for a good VPS server that that guarantee uptime 99.9% of the time, and it's a good server. You can basically do whatever you want on your server and it will not fail you at all. All right, so as you can see, this is the VPS hosting, all right, server at domainicons.com. And as you can see, just look, basically, I'm going to walk you through the pricing and why you should take, why I think that you should take these deal instead of those deal. All right. So for example, whatever deal I suggested you to take and why it's better than the others. Okay. So as you can see, you got multiple deals right here that you can, take. All right, so like all that being said, all right, this is the pricing of the server. All right, the VPS server. Okay, and as you can see, one core just start at $5. Okay, and it go all the way up to 176 per month. Okay, and you get like 16 CPU core, 32 gigabyte, and you get like 800 gigabyte SSD storage. All right. So when I started out, I did not take any of these because I never have a reason to take any of these, because why you need a dedicated server? You need a dedicated server that powerful enough that can take care of anything that you put on it. All right. And a server is way better than a shared hosting, because please keep in mind this is your personal server. You can do whatever you want in there, business, whatever you want in there, but this is your server. All right, that means you're not sharing hosting with anyone, so it's yours. All right. So basically, I never see any reason to take any of these. So what I do, I click the high performance, okay? And I'm going through all these pricing so you guys can see the differences, all right? And if I click here, as you can see now, it's different, all right? Different pricing. I get two CPU core, 8 GB of RAM, and 100 GB SSD storage, all right? And it's the same thing. If you go over, you can see um the more you pay per month, the better it's get. Okay, so you get 32 CPU core, 128 GB RAM, and so on and so forth, 1 TB, and so on and so forth. All right, but here comes the good part. All right, if you are a tech person that knows about server and everything about server, you can fix all the problem by yourself. If you created any problem or if you corrupt anything on the server, if you are an expert that know what to do to fix it, go ahead and take any one of these that fits in your budget. You know what I mean? Because you're an expert. You should know how to manage your own server. All right. So this is manual. So you do everything on this server, okay, by yourself. There would be no support, no nothing. All right, because these are professional. This pricing is for professional people that already have the knowledge of servers like VPS servers hosting, excuse me, hopefully VPS hosting, and they decide to just come and pick up a VPS hosting server, and they can do everything on their by their self on their own. All right, so when a problem comes up, they are the one gonna actually fix it. All right, if you're not an expert and you're gonna need help 24/7 around the clock, just like I do it, I did. You're gonna scroll all the way down, and as you can see right down here, say for hands-on assistant and setup. Try VPS hosting that fully manage, and there is a link that you can click. Click right here. So when I click it, as you can see now, we now in business, right? Because look, they said fully manage VPS hosting. All right, and this is a fully managed VPS hosting. That means they're gonna manage it for you. So if there's any problem or anything comes up that you don't know how to fix, any bugs, anything, they will help you to fix that. Okay, so as you can see, get SSD powered high performing hosting that has everything managed for you and include, excuse me hopefully. All right, so as you can see, fully managed VPS hosting, get SSD powered high performance hosting that has everything managed for you and include cpanel slash WHM R plus Obsidian for easier admin tasks plus 24/7 support for whatever comes up. And this is the game changer right here. All right. So this is the one I suggested you to take. I take this option because I know I'm gonna need help and I need to be hands off. You know what I mean? Anything comes up, I just get these guys to do it. You know, anything that need to get fixed. If I break something and need it to get fixed, I get these guys to do it, and they have 24/7 support. You know what I mean? And please keep in mind, guys, that we're talking about your own server, okay? It's not a share hosting server. You know, this share hosting server that the other companies selling you, and basically what you're doing is sharing hosting with a bunch of other people, so it's going to be very, 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 very slow, you know, because so for example, your website no one is on your website, and other people website that you share and hosting with, they have a bunch of people on their website. Now they slowing down your website because you guys are sharing hosting. And please keep in mind, this is not a share hosting, this is your own hosting. All right, this is your own hosting. You gonna be 100% controlling this server, all right, this VPS server. So it's basically you have your own server, but you basically have it hosting somewhere else. So you have a dedicated computer somewhere else that's hosting all your website, your application, and so on and so forth. Okay, so look at it as that, just like that. All right, so when I click that, and as you can see, I see fully managed VPS one. This is like one CPU, CPU, 2 GB of RAMs, and so on and so forth. So one core and you get 2 GB RAMs, you get 40 GB SSD storage, and so on and so forth. Okay, so these are the prices to get 24/7 support, and so on and so forth. And please keep in mind, guys, why this option is the best option is because that you basically get support 24/7. It's like you have your own developer team, okay? Because if you're gonna get a dedicated a VPS server basically, and then you're gonna have to hire a designer, a developer, or someone to manage it for you, it's gonna be way more. You could even pay $1,000 per month or 2,000 per month just to get someone to manage the host, the VPS for you. Okay, you already paying for the server, you know what I mean, and that's gonna add up. And anyone you get to manage your server if you hire somebody. So might as well you just take this cheap deal and you know what I mean, have them do it for you. You just call them, hey, I need you to do this, and they will do it for you. Okay. All right. So these are all the prices. All right. And as you can see, come down here to say $243.99 per month. All right, then you get 16 CPU cores with that, 32 GB RAM, 800 GB SSD storage. Okay. All right, so there's another thing that I need to show you guys, because all these will be very good because it's gonna be you know, it's gonna be not slow until you use up all the CPU and the memory and stuff like that, of course. But it's a good starting point. Excuse me, hopefully. It's gonna be a good starting point for you guys to get, your business up and running, your app, whatever you want to get up and running before it even started to get slow. All right. All right. So here goes another option. So as you can see, look at the price, $199 per month, right? And over here is like $118.99 per month. If you take this one, then you run out of storage and upgrade, you're gonna have to upgrade to this option or whatever option that you choose. Okay, but there's another option over here that say high performance. So if you click here, that say high performance, as you can see the price change, and this is way better performance than what you're gonna get over here. All right, and as you can see, this one is $107, and if you click here, higher performance, you're gonna get this one for $114. Okay, so at $114, you can upgrade to $132 if we run out of storage with this, which that's gonna be, sometime it's gonna take some time for you to run out of storage with this. Okay, and this basically, guys, gonna have everything you need in there. All right. So what I do when I'm getting my server, I switch over, I come over here and switch to the higher performance. And once I switch to the higher performance, these are all the higher performance prices. Okay. But what I do now, because I'm in the higher performance section, I take the cheapest one for to get started. See what I'm saying? I'm getting the higher performance CPU, everything, and everything built in so you can install WordPress and stuff like that, SSL certificate and stuff like that. We're gonna go over that later on in the video. But what I do is click the higher performance and click here. So I take that. If anything, I can upgrade later on. You know what I mean? So once I take that, as you can see when I come over here, this is gonna be the price. Okay, it's gonna be $1,379.88, but it is for 12 months, and that's pretty cheap. That's really cheap for 12 months, guys, for the entire year. To have a fully server for yourself for the entire year is only $1,300. That's really cheap, guys. Okay, but please keep in mind that's just the price now. All right, if you want to go month by month, you can click right here and the price will change and go back to $114.99. What it is like when you come here, they suggest to you to take it for 12 months because that's gonna give you a way better value. You're gonna have more time for your project and everything, and it's gonna be way cheaper because the more years you go, the cheaper it's gonna get for you. All right. All right, let's scroll back up. Let's talk about this up here. So I know I don't want to confuse you guys. So when you come here, you're gonna be like, no, what's this? Okay, so let me explain what this is for you. Okay, so they basically have two options of the VPS hosting. All right, the VPS hosting. All right, everyone knows that Linux is gonna be the best in VPS hosting. Like most people, most developers, they will use Linux operating system on their VPS. Okay, because I think that's just the best VPS out there. Okay. All right, but why you seeing two option? All right, so let me explain to you. All right, so as you can see, say right here, it say Linux cPanel / WHM. All right, and if you look down here, you see what included. All right, so it's a included WordPress toolkit and one-click installation for unlimited domains. All right, so once you get $114.99 per month website hosting VPS, you can have unlimited website. Only thing you need to do is just buy the domain name, create the website, and just link it to it because you have unlimited website through WordPress. Through WordPress, you get one click. So you can create unlimited WordPress website with one click. You just register your domain name and just link that thing to whatever website you want to link it to. All right. All right. So operating system, you can see Linux. Alma Linux is the operating system. I think that's the best one. And you got pre-installed software. Everybody knows that when it comes to a VPS, you gotta have a software and the VPS itself because the VPS is a computer. All right, it's a computer, and the operating system, you have to have a software and the operating system of the computer for it to run whatever you want it to run. Okay, and that's the software. It's gonna be pre-installed software on there. It's gonna this operating system, excuse me, hopefully it's gonna be Linux on there. All right, now pre-install software cPanel, right? This is what you're gonna use. This is what you're gonna use because you're gonna have basically WordPress install, and you're going to use the cPanel to do that. So that's for you to install unlimited WordPress website, or whatever website you want to install. You're going to use the cPanel to do so. If you want to take things up a notch, so for example, now you get you want to do a bigger project, and you want, you know, to hire a web developer or something like that. Now you can use this option. All right, so basically what this do, the WHM do, the WHM allow you to it's like the cPanel, but it's basically allow you to give access to the hosting itself. All right. Say for example, the VPS, you need the web developer to go in and do something on the VPS itself, not the cPanel. The cPanel is gonna be different, but the VPS itself, you can give them access through the WHM. All right, and that is gonna be for the VPS server itself. You can give developer access to that for them to make any changes, so on and so forth, develop anything that you want them to develop onto the server itself. Okay, so that's the two option you get right there. You get the cPanel, so you can host unlimited WordPress website. You can, you know, one click you can create like SSL certificate and stuff like that. And that's the difference basically with these two. So you get everything. You know what I mean? You get the cPanel and you get that as well. So, you know, it's like you get everything for that amount of money. That's ridiculous. All right. All right. So basically, you can read all these, you know, Apache Web Service, um, MySQL. These are all the things that you need to get access to when you have a server. Every VPS server should have all these things in there, because the PHP and stuff like that, you're gonna need your developer to go in and install stuff to your PHP and so on and so forth. You know, these are all the stuff that you're going to need when you run a business online, you know, in just one place. All right, and this option now, the Linux Pass Web Hosting Edition. As you can see, you still can include WordPress toolkit and one-click installation and so on and so forth. But you only get 20 application to install on this one. All right. Operating system is the same, or you can use that one, you know. But pre-install software, it's basically, you know what I mean, it's kind of like the same, but as you can see up here, you're not going to get the WHM on that one. So that's the difference. The difference is you get the WHM that I explained earlier. That's access to the server. So you can take stuff up a notch, like give access to the developer and so on and so forth. You need everything you need access to everything on your server. Don't leave anything else out. Excuse me, hopefully. So that's why I suggest you to take this one. You know what I mean? Instead of this one that's going to limit you to all 20 application, you just take the unlimited, you know what I mean? And then you go from there. I think this is the best option. This is the one that I take, and this is the one I'm using right now. Excuse me, hopefully. I think this is going to be the best option for you. All right? So that's the difference with the two. You get the WHM, you don't really get it right there. All right. So as I was explaining earlier regarding the price, you have 1 month, you have 6 month. If you want to do 6 month and pay the 6 months difference, that up to you. And the more years you register your server for, the more cheaper it's gonna get. Okay, so just look in your budget and just register the excuse me, hopefully register the VPS regarding your budget. Okay, then you click continue, and this is this other page is going to go to. Let me explain a little bit more about this place. Kind of slow on the internet today, but that's okay. All right, so basically, guys, let me explain to you as well. Meanwhile, this thing load. So basically, when you guys, when you get your server, please guys, you guys need to learn your server, okay? Even though you're gonna have support and stuff like that, always try to learn your server yourself. Like go in there, look around, see what, just in case you have a developer, you're a developer and they mess things up, you can learn from what they messed up. You know what I mean? And why I suggest you to take the one that support. So for example, you have a developer and the developer mess things up, excuse me, hopefully, and you don't know how to fix it. Now you can go to the domain icons and you can call them up and say, hey, you got this developer and he messed things up for you and you want it to be fixed, and they will help you to fix it. Okay, that's the great part about domain icons. All right, so as you can see, now we right here. I'm not gonna go through every step of registering this thing um um with this video, because you guys, I already do the hard part, so you guys can differentiate the prices, what you should take, what you're not supposed to take, and so on and so forth. So the next step is basic. As you can see right here, you just check out your cart. Basically, you just go and you just complete your order, and once you complete your order, guys, I'm gonna make another video. As you can see right here, it say checkout. So if you are a new customer, guys, please, sign up, put your email, your username and your password, and click create an account. Okay, and then once you create your account, you should be good to go. You're just gonna complete your order and the server is gonna be right there in your account. Okay, so that's why I made this video, guys, so you guys can see how to to get a VPS server for your business. All right, so let me basically, I'm just gonna go through this um, sign up checkout process, but I'm not gonna order anything. I'm just going through this just to show you guys how it's supposed to look on the other side. If you already have an account, all you have to do is click here and sign in. But I'm I'm gonna suggest that you guys do not have an account and just go through this step only. Okay, excuse me, hopefully give me 1 second. All right, so for this, I just put, my username, my email. It put it back down here as my username, and then you can create a password. Maybe you can have your username different from your email. Let's see if it let me sign up like this, or I just have to create a unique username. Let's see. All right, let's see if this works. Click create. Perfect. Okay, and it works. So as you can see, just gonna click that off of there. As you can see, guys, this is basically the checkout process. Okay, so all you need to do is just basically put your information in here, like your first name, last name, phone number, address, city, state, zip, and organization. Okay, and then you just click save. All right, and when you click save, it's gonna take you to the next step that you have to put your card information in. And once you put your card information in, you are all set. Okay, I'm gonna be making another video showing you guys my dedicated server. I don't really, like to show my server online, but this is all you get your server, guys. And trust me, it's gonna be lightning fast, easy to manage, easy to use. You're gonna have unlimited website that you can create and so on and so forth. Okay, so just go ahead, get your server, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out.